Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Peace, boss. Why does this keep happening? Peace, Reese, boss trucker, Nathan, Jacob, blessed a planter. Assalamu alaikum, hotep, namaste, jambo, shalom, ashe. All the greetings of love and light to the darkest minds of the light. I am Napashada. Thank you for joining me. I do not know. I just found out who Brittney Renner is, believe it or not. But I want to do, this is going to be a moment. We're going to discuss what's going on with women and men in our society, in our environment, in our public, in our world. Peace, Lady Kier, Queen of Afu, is it Afu Nation? Yes, Afu Nation Records. Peace, Daniel Bosco, Uncommon. All right, so let me first start with fair use. Fair use, I'm using some of the footage from other content creators for my commentary. According to copyright law, under code 17 or USC, that's the code 107. You get it, law. It's in the books. Put it that way, on the books. Peace to you, my love. All right, y'all. So let's talk about this. I'm going to tie this into the brick situation too. So fair use, we got that out of the way. I want to show you something. And warning, this is not for children. This commentary is not for children at all. Your children should not be present or anywhere with any of this content. Let me show you something. Okay, let me get this. Let me get this one first. We'll start with the brick situation. Or actually, I want to start the Circle K. This happened here, actually, in Phoenix. All right, so let's play this.
Cops say a convenience store clerk was hit in the face with a brick when robbers came in demanding a code to the cash register. Police in Phoenix are trying to identify this suspect, who they say went into a Circle K around 2 a.m. one morning with another person and attempted to rob the place. They say she struck the clerk on the ground until she got the PIN number to open the cash register. Investigators say the suspect stole cash and other items from the store. The victim was treated on scene by the fire department but didn't go to the hospital. Cops say they have already arrested a person involved in this incident. 24-year-old Alize Jenkins is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, kidnapping, and aggravated robbery, according to online court records. She has not entered a plea to the charges against her and is due back in court next month. But this suspect, who police say attacked the clerk, remains unidentified and at large. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Phoenix Police at 602-262-6151. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
Wow, right? Oh my gosh, they just walked in there and hit the guy in the face with a brick, right? I mean, they just walked into the store. Everybody can hear me okay, right, family? Boss trucker. Look at my brother Boss Trucker right out the block, right out the box. He says BT 1000. Okay, yeah. Right. Okay. So this is a man. Hey, Sonetter. This is a man who was working. He's got a life. Friends and family. No, I'm not. Don't think about that. I'm going a direction. If you think, oh, I see what she's doing. No, let me just get this out. He's at a store. He's working. I don't care if he's yellow, green, polka dot. He's working. He has a life. He has a family. Obviously, he wants to take care of his life. He opens the door, and two black women, bust him upside his jaw with the brick, because the one did it. They did it together, right? Peace, Reese. Okay, okay. So why'd they do that? Why did one woman, because they say, oh, this lady got hit in the face with the brick and all these men stood by. It's not about a male female thing. That's what I'm getting at. I'm just let me let you know that's the tone I'm going with. They came in and busted this man in the face with a brick, and then she tried to kill him, beating his head on the ground. He was already severely injured by getting hit in the face with a brick. She beat his head on the ground trying to get the PIN number. And they were so bold that they barely covered their faces. Barely covered their faces. Yes, peace and love to you too, Reese. Peace and love to the HOK family, AGSCU. Yeah, so Netter, if you want to, I could drop the link if you want. If anybody wants a link, just say link. But anyway, so all right. There we go. We got that, right? Now hold the brick thing, and when we're cooking, I'm put this on the back burner. Now let's go look at Brittney Renner, who I had to go live on this Brittney Renner situation. But before I do, who's Brittney Renner? If you're anybody like me, I didn't know who Brittney Renner was. I didn't. Brittney Renner, who is Brittney Renner? Well, I'm going to read just a little bio on her. Brittney Renner. Who is Brittney Renner? Okay. Brittney Renner, I might as well screen share. Just a quick Google. I don't even know this. I just grabbed this. We're going to read it. I don't know who Brittney Renner is, so let's go ahead and find out who she is. The first thing I Googled, what came up? Who is Brittney Renner? Learn 5 things about Brittney Renner. Brittney Renner, 5 things to know about influencers spotted out with Shaq. Oh, okay, so she's out with Shaq. Brittney Renner was seen stepping out with NBA. This was on June 7th, 2023, so this is recently. Brittney Renner was seen stepping out with NBA icon Shaquille O'Neal. Read on to find out more about the gorgeous influencer. Yes, she is extremely, unbelievably gorgeous. That is no doubt. Brittney Renner is a fitness influencer and model, obviously. She boasts nearly 5 million followers on Instagram alone. That makes sense. Brittney Renner was seen stepping out casually with Shaquille O'Neal in June this year. So Brittney Renner is 31. She's a rising social media influencer with millions of followers between Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. In addition, she's a former real-life basketball girlfriend and a loving mother. Okay, you notice that they didn't say who the man is. I need you to take notes. Who has their notebook out? Anybody? See, so this is an article I never read before, but you notice obviously it's promoting her, which is fine. I'm not against Brittney Renner. I'm not for Brittney Renner. I'm just making an observation of who this woman is and what's going on in our world. What do you mean, real life girlfriend, basketball girlfriend? Well, I'm going to stop reading this article unless there's more information on who her boyfriend was. Oh, here it is. Brittney Renner dated PJ Washington. Oh, you mean that real life boyfriend? Brittney and Charlotte Hornets, PJ Washington, had a whirlwind romance. You see how they put it? He was 18 when she met him. He was 18 and she was 26. I'm going to say it again. He was 18 and she was 26. I want to say it one more time, and I hope you're taking notes. He was 18. She was 26. Yeah, barely. She was 26. In March of 2021, just 1 month after confirming their relationship via social media, they announced in a separate Instagram post that they were welcoming their first child. Both posts have since been deleted by May, and they welcomed their child. Okay, going further on, obviously she's not with this this young man anymore. Speculation also swirled that she was pursuing child support. So she goes on. She's a beautiful body, former athlete. Here's her beautiful child. He's so beautiful with PJ Washington. She's an actress. She's on the come up. Okay, gorgeous, lovely, sexy, awesome. Okay, so we get it. Well, a little bit of what I saw, I said I didn't know who she was, so I looked her up. She is no longer with PJ Washington. She does get on the internet, and she talks about how easy it is, and she wrote a book called Judge This Cover. You can go get her book if you want. I just found that out today. And she brags about how athletes don't use condoms, so it's easy to trap them up if you need to, trap them with a baby and get money. She gets about $200,000 in a month in child support. That's what the internet is saying. She gets about $200,000 a month in child support. That's what the internet is saying. What's my Cash App, Mel Smith? It is actually $Napashada, and it's also in the description. So I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your love, and I respect you. Thank you. So I digress. Thank you very much. So So let's stay with me, all right? So she is 26, a beautiful woman. It's undeniable. And she meets a young ball player. He gets her pregnant. Obviously, he fell in love with her. And they have a baby and she moves on. And I found out that she talks about how her body count is at 30. Well, that was a while ago, maybe a couple months ago. I don't care about her body count. Don't get me wrong. I don't sit in here and go, "Oh, she's a hoe," but I want you to know something. Okay? She's advertising and speaking about a high body count. Women are degrading themselves. Princella, this is for you, by the way. You blame men, but women are degrading themselves. The feminist movement is part of the reason they fell for that hype. Sitting on the internet and talking about how many men you've had sex with is not cool for all women. You know, the whole thing about, yeah, I said I don't judge people on what they do, but what I judge her on is you're bringing down the value of women. Are you still with me, family? You need the link to your Cash App. Yes, can somebody drop the link to my Cash App in here? Thank you, Sonetter. Oh, of course, Judith Redemption. 2 men, 3 men is a lot of men. If you're just moving from guy to guy. Now, if you were married, divorced, widowed, in a very, very long relationship and it just didn't work out, moved on, fine. But it's not going to be 30. It's not going to be 30. But you know what? I'm not here to shame the number. I'm trying to make a point here. Throughout time, in the old days, when your parents were young, and my parents were young, and maybe you're young, maybe you're in your 20s, maybe you're in your 30s. In the old days when I was younger, being a hoe wasn't cool. It wasn't cool to be a hoe. Being a hoe didn't increase your status. When I was young, they used to call the women strippers. They didn't call them dancers. I guess they still call them strippers now, right? But my point is, they made a distinction between dancers and strippers. Now, today, if you hear somebody say, I'm a dancer, people think, oh, she's probably a stripper. In the old days, women, they would go to their death bed and keep their so-called body count to themselves because that was ladylike. And it was a part of being respected. If you want men to protect you and respect you, you don't go around talking about your body count and twerking in the middle of restaurants. You don't twerk on your Instagram for the public. I'm not talking about people taking your private things and put them public. Okay, you're still with me, right? Okay, so the brick. First, we're going to look at Brittney Renner a little bit. And then we're going to get to the brick. Because we just saw a brick in the face of a guy working from women, 2 women. Okay, now let's go and look at Brittney Renner and her behavior on this interview, on this podcast. Yeah, they were drinking, but if you are a professional and you know you're on the come up, you don't get wasted. You don't drink. Let's get this. Brittney Renner goes in on host. Oh yeah, I want you to see this part before I show her on that podcast acting up. I want you to see her talking about her body count on No Jumper. Fair use. Now this is her going in on the guy on No Jumper who said, wow, she's got 30 bodies. That's a lie. I guess he was saying she has more than 30 bodies and she actually had the nerve to be offended by it. This isn't an attack on her, but I'm talking to her, giving her advice and other women advice. You don't want to get hit in the face with a brick. You don't want men to beat you up when they're saying, hey, you're beautiful. I don't either. I get it. I'm scared too. But you made it this way. You women out there made it like this, where these men think they can hit us in the face with bricks, shoot us in the back of our head when we say no, shoot at us because the way you're acting. And no, yes, I am blaming you. I'm not saying that these men are right. They're sick. We have sick men out there, right? We have mentally ill men and women. You saw these women hit this man in the face with the brick. We have sick people out here. Stop putting fuel to their fire. And let's start working on getting ourselves back as women and being more self-respecting. I'm going to say it again. Self-respecting. I'll say it one more time. Self-respecting. I don't care about what a man thinks about me. I care about what I think about myself. And I know because I care about myself and I carry myself in a certain way, I demand respect. Okay, now let's look at this. Let's hear her. This is No Jumper.
So, so I saw the clip where they were discussing my body count, where they're like, "Oh, she probably fucked at least 30 guys in the NBA." And then when it was time to talk about their body count,
hold on. She's funny when she did that. That made me laugh. But guess what? She brags about having sex with athletes. You see how she's contradicting herself, ladies? No one should put their hands on you. If you go around, okay, so I got that out the way, right? If you go around being and acting like a 304 and talking about your body count, talking about going raw with men, talking about how many men you've been with, talking about letting women ask you, so what do you think about size? I don't like that kind of conversation. I was on a panel recently and some women start talking about men's body parts. I excused myself. I excused myself from the panel. I didn't condemn them. They're grown. But I'm on my panel. I'm on my own channel right now, letting you know. Stop talking about men's penises. How about that? How about that? Oh, Napa, she acting like she don't know. I'm not acting like anything. I love sex, but I'm a lady. Stop talking about men's penises. You're making yourself trashy. We're not allowed to call women trashy anymore. No, I'm bringing trashy, saying trashy back. Okay, you're being trashy. If you want to be trashy, that's fine. There's a lane for you. You'll get a lot of followers, but don't get upset when a guy, which she's coming for the guy on No Jumper, when he says, "Come on, she doesn't just have 30 bodies," which is ridiculous. She doesn't just have 30 bodies. She has 300 bodies. So she's upset because, thank you for that, Brazilian monk. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. So she's upset because they thought she had more than 30 bodies. You see how ridiculous this is? But I'm going to go back and rewind it. So how are you mad? Let's go back.
About pull up. I don't think she did really.
Yes, she did.
No,
She told me.
I saw it. My security Prince sent me the video where you guys were discussing.
We ain't scared of this nigga. What's up, Prince? We'll pack cuz out.
He's a king.
Hey, listen. Listen. I'm gonna tell you off the rip. No
Yeah.
disrespect, but ain't nobody you can bring in here to intimidate.
I don't think that was the idea.
I'm
That
just
wasn't the
joking. I'm
intimidate.
just joking. All right.
But either way, you're gonna have to
All
do me some. We'll see. Anyway, so
All
so I saw the clip where they were discussing my body count, where they're like, "Oh, she probably fucked at least 30 guys in the NBA." And then when it was time to talk about their body count, I probably fucked like 200 bitches or something.
Did you say that?
Somebody was talking about. So I'm like, wow.
I don't think it got to me.
Irony is truly spectacular, right? So my number is unbelievable because you done dick down every motherfucking thing with a hole. Don't project onto me.
Stop. Okay, let me talk to you about these women. First off, that was male posturing. And it's okay. I know she's not a man. You notice we've all had to do some male posturing to protect ourselves. And she's in the room full of men. And she, believe it or not, that's why she brought her security, because she's acting up. Oh, you'll see. See, and it's good. Bring your security. I love that. I want a bodyguard too. We all can bring security, but You're coming in there and you're male posturing like, oh, you had sex with all 300 women. So you get, no, he's a man. And whether you want to say so or not, it is not unacceptable for men to sleep with multiple women. I'm not saying 300. In our society, it is not unacceptable for men to sleep with multiple women. I don't care about right or wrong. Cry, cry, cry. We should be able to open our legs as much as they stick them. No, it is not unacceptable for men to have multiple women in our society. It is unacceptable for women to go around opening their legs to a bunch of men. You're in society. This is our society. You can have a conversation of if it's fair or not. We're talking about society and what is acceptable. What is a social acceptable thing? Opening your legs, jumping from rod to rod like leapfrog isn't acceptable. Stay with me, Darkest Minds. Go into Darkest Minds mode. This isn't slut shaming, okay? This isn't, oh, men can do what they want. We're talking about society. If you are saying that you have 30 partners and you're a beautiful woman and you're young and you just did a book, well, you wrote a book saying, oh, this is how you trap men and this is how you get pregnant. And you were already took advantage of an 18-year-old young man and you're 26. If you've got that, you can't get mad if men are saying, wow, she's saying 30, she's lying. You can't do that. You don't have that right to do that in our society. You get to be thought of as the lowest of low, the hoest of ho. That's just how it goes. Now, if you are a young woman, beautiful, carrying yourself, you're private. Let me say it again. You're private. I'll say it one more time. You're private with your sex. You can have 300 partners, Brittney Renner, but don't go around bragging about it, telling people how many men you've been with and how long the D size you've been with. You can't, you have nothing to, no feet to stand on, no legs to stand on, coming at somebody who thinks you've had more than 30. Does that make sense to anybody? I can sleep with 1,000 women tonight, wash up, and it's like brand new. It's not the same for women. Well, I don't know about 1,000 and washing up and it's like brand new, but it's definitely socially acceptable, Judah Redemption. It's definitely socially acceptable. Now, health-wise, no. It's not. But I get what you're saying. I mean, you're agreeing with me. Thank you. So, socially, nobody will bat an eye. In fact, you'll be a hero. You'll be a hero. Wilt Chamberlain, all these men, you'll be a hero out there if you sleep with all these women. But her, no. So she doesn't have the right to go and start talking about, but she's doing male posturing like, you D down everything with the whole acting like a guy. No, you're not humble. What you shouldn't even come to the show. I'm giving her so many options and all these women out there who are doing this. If you want to be a 304 and that's your way you grab it, like our sister, Amber, you know, the Amber girl with the short blonde hair. I forgot her last name, but you know what I'm saying. Then you don't get to confront people about them saying you're a 304, right? Right, family? I mean, prostitutes standing on the corner, if somebody drives by and says, hey, ho, that prostitute can say, don't call me that. Get his license plate number. I'm going to call the police. I'm the Karen ho. No, you don't get to do that. You're being a hoe. You can't be mad. Like on the movie, they cloned Tyrone when they kept on calling her hoe. She, in the movie, the character, she didn't go, how dare you call me a hoe? You're being a hoe. So you don't get to Brittney Renner. You don't get a pass. You don't get the pretty girl pass. You don't get the light-skinned pretty girl pass. You don't get the good hair pretty girl pass. You don't get the fitness pretty girl pass. You don't get a pass because you chose to be the 304 in public. So when a man says he doesn't believe that you only have 30 bodies, why are you coming for him? Let's keep listening.
She's got your number. Let's be
I'm
totally real.
saying, who's she looking at?
She ain't looking at me.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
She doing this.
She doing this.
Hey, so here's my thing. First of all, I don't, whether it was 30 or 300, I don't want a fucking cookie. It is what it is. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, having 30 partners, I'm probably not even really that sexually experienced, to be honest with you, because I've never really had like real dick until recently.
Really?
Like fucking with a real dicksman, right?
After the marriage.
I was never married.
Or after the relationship. We were debating that earlier. We couldn't get our facts straight.
A real dicksman. So we'll just say that. But
Really?
anyways, so
What makes him a real dicksman?
It felt good.
Okay.
you know what? I feel
Okay, so you heard that language. Okay, let me look in the chat. The way she's talking, I'm gonna talk to my sisters too. I see you, Lady Kier. The way she's talking to a group of men all by herself, that speaks volumes. Women want to be men with their coochies. That's not a penis between your legs. That's a vagina. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing. It's the best thing ever. I'm heterosexual, but I'm a woman. And we are the life givers. You're sitting in a room of men talking about, I never had real D. And what do you think someone would think about you? Whatever number you say, he's going to think a gigantic number. So you don't get to be upset. Let's look at her behave with this. And you notice she's really got a slick mouth. Let me tell you, every man isn't going to be like those three gentlemen in that room. I said gentlemen. Everybody's not going to be like that, sisters. Brittney Renner's out there. The one who got hit in the face with a brick was a Brittney Renner. Maybe she's going to change. She's another Brittney Renner. Twerking everywhere, stopping in the middle of the street, twerking in the man's face. I'm twerking, yeah, what's up? Jumping on people, slapping people in the face. You're a Brittney Renner. You're not going to always encounter a gentleman, boo. Okay? That was a gentleman in that Circle K. Can I get a 1 from anybody? When she bopped him upside his head with that brick and banged his head on the ground, he was so programmed not to attack women, or maybe he was just knocked out, that he didn't do anything. He didn't even fight back. So let's look at her behavior, and then let's figure out why men now treat women like garbage on a high level. It used to be a couple weirdos in the public. Now it's just like on a high level, regular men who would normally you think would defend women are saying, I'm not jumping in. Thanks to Brittney Renner's and all the other women who are out there acting like men. Am I saying it's okay to get hit in the face with a brick? No. But we're going to look at the behavior of these women, Princella and all the other women. No, it doesn't. That thing about you never do this to a woman. These women are not, these are different women. Just like the men who are picking up bricks and hitting women in the face are different men. These are a different breed of women and men. And we got to keep this in perspective. So let's look at this woman. Let's look at Brittney Renner. Brittney Renner on this show. Okay. And it just is disturbing on this show. Nobody should put their hands on a woman, but there are men out there who are vessels fitted for destruction. We got a lot of sickos out there. Okay. So we got to be responsible for ourselves. Let's look at this. So here she is on this show, Fair Use, the Danza Project. She's on an interview with Charleston White. She knows he's married because she mentions his wife. I just wanted you to see how she's behaving. Just unbelievable. Okay, listen to this.
Do what you're trying to represent. Don't find a way to refute it. It is what it is. You are who you are, regardless of what people feel about you, right or wrong. And you don't gotta agree if you don't want to, but you are who you are, and that's why you're here today. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Miss Brittney Renner, can we get you anything right now? Not much, Dan Nutter. Say that then.
I mean, I just need to say this real quick. I'm going to be pausing this through here. Look how beautiful this woman is. This is what men say. I understand. They say, what a waste. What a waste. All the things that happen to her, all these beautiful women out here acting like garbage, treating themselves like trash cans. I mean, this is such a beautiful woman. Like, physically, I mean, this woman, I'm heterosexual to the bone. But this woman is so beautiful, and she's ugly. She makes herself ugly by the way she carries herself. I'm not saying she has to be an angel about sex. You sleep with whoever you want to sleep with, but stop making yourself a garbage can. And then men won't treat you like a garbage can. Now, to the men out there who have treated me like garbage and talked about me, I'm not talking about those losers. I'm not talking about the ones that need their brick. I'm talking about the men who were standing there when the girl got hit in the face with a brick. Those guys, and we're going to hear from one of the guys, those guys who are seeing how these women act in public, seeing how these women attack men, how they're physical with men, how they talk under men's clothes. Oh, you're always going to their penis size. These men are standing by, and they're a new breed. They're not made like the men of the old days, like the men who are in their 30s, 30s, late 30s, 40s, 50s. They're not standing up for these women like that because they see more of the women like Brittney Renner. Now let's listen to her, how she acts.
A drink thrown on him.
No, not me.
You're going to get a drink thrown on you. Okay? She's sitting in a professional setting doing an interview that I'm sure she got paid for. And she's sitting there with other content or other influencers. And she's talking about throwing a drink on these guys.
No,
Yeah,
Drink.
Nah, you don't want to throw no drink,
Charleston,
Miss
I don't
Brittney.
think you want to.
No, man, I don't want to throw no drink.
You want me to throw a drink on
No,
him?
No, man.
no.
Oh,
Oh, it's
man. This ain't a waterproof set. So
yeah. It's
this ain't- look,
uncomfortable to be wet.
this ain't-
Is it?
yeah.
I've never been wet before, but yeah, I'm sure it's uncomfortable to be wet.
You know, moist is one thing, but wet is just another.
No.
It ain't what we shooting for. You know what I mean?
Now, you see the brother smiling.
Miss
I've
Miss
seen
Ma'am.
this many times. You see the brothers being cool with her.
No,
Miss
come
Now
on,
look
please,
at how
come
she's
on,
doing
man,
this.
please.
Look at
I
her.
need
You
to-
know this is
I
a
need you to
married
be
man.
kind and respectful
Look at this
to
woman.
my guests.
Look at this. You think, oh, it's okay to do this to men, right? Because they all want it, right? Oh, they want it. Let me
Where
talk
that
to
pig poker
Princella.
at, man? Go
Let me
ahead.
tell you something, Princella. Let me tell you something, Princella. This right here is sexual assault. Oh, come on, Nepal. I would love to. This woman is drop dead, perfectly gorgeous, sexy. But no, men deserve respect just like women deserve respect. Okay? This is sexual assault. What if he got up and grabbed her and flipped her around and bent her over and pushed her head down and started grinding on her booty? Oh, that's wrong, brother. Well, look at her. Oh, he likes it? No, that's not fair. She's in his space. What's he supposed to do? Now, if he knocked her out, he would be wrong, right? If he pushed her off, they'll call him gay. You think he's not thinking that in his mind? Oh, he likes it. That's how people think about men. Nobody wants to be treated like this in a public setting. If you are if you're a man of some kind of substance, even I'm sure he likes it on his primal side. But remember when Princella was saying that he's an animal? Remember when Princella was trying to make Charleston White out to be a rapist and an animal and a low vibrational animal? Well, Princella, look at this woman sexually assaulting him. Yeah, I know his backstory when he said he was young and him and his boys used to be pulling, you know what, choo-choos. I'm against that. And yes, I think that's disgusting and deplorable. But I'm asking you, Princella, what about the women? See, I'm not just blaming one sex. This woman is sexually assaulting him. Let's see her poor behavior. Please remove the children from the room.
Go ahead and get the pig poker out. Wait a minute.
So she acts like that around men. She acts like this around men. This is what we have women doing. And then a man's going to look like a fool trying to step up and defend. Oh, it gets worse. Now, if somebody smacks her, like Tommy Sotomayor did on Fresh and Fit, he's going to be blacklisted, which he should be, because you shouldn't put your hands on her. Get up and leave. However, we have to hold these women responsible as well. Look at this. He has thousands of dollars worth of equipment in there, and they're going to say, "Hey, he's being nice. She threw water on this brother for no reason. This is sick. I don't care if you're drunk. I've never done anything like this, and a lot of my sisters haven't. She just threw water on him, and he's got his mic and everything there. The mic gets wet. Okay, watch.
Wait a minute. I did nothing for that. Oh, that's. Wait a minute, Miss Renner, Miss.
I need to look at the chat and see if. Yeah, I'm pausing a lot. You know me. What do y'all think about this? Yeah. She can do it for clout, but she's still doing it. Now, if somebody would have bum rushed her, some animal, she's single for a reason. Ain't nobody gonna deal with her. I know, exactly. Yes, that's sad. It's sad. Yes, thank you, Kyle. She's smashing past. But see, this is what's happening with we're a collective group, whether we want to say it or not, as women. So we all, as women, we have to condemn this behavior more on a united front. So men will say, okay, I know all women aren't like this. I know there's a large majority of women who condemn this behavior. See, if somebody would have slapped the shit out of her, of course you're getting turned on. You're a grown man, Mufasa Ra. But do you see what? See, brother, I'm talking about her on a low base level, and then I got to talk about you. You're giving men a bad reputation. See, brothers? That's why these women think they can act like she acts with you. Because they think all you are is a penis. That's all you are, is a sensory in your member. That's what they think about you. They think, oh, we don't have to respect them. All I gotta do is show my twerk move, and I got this nigga wrapped around my finger. That's why, Mufasa Ra, you need to check your spirit, bro. And I'm not dissing you. I'm letting you know. I'm glad you made that comment. They think they count on you only working from below your belt. They count on it. That's why she's so disrespectful in here. You know, she's damaging equipment, like his mic got wet. And then here comes the other guy that does the show. He comes in and he's like, hold on. Just listen. It gets worse.
Miss Renner, Miss Renner.
All right, chill. There's a lot of equipment in here.
You heard him? Chill. There's a lot of equipment in here. And nobody likes this. You think, yeah, these men feel like you too, Mufasa Ra. She's a gorgeous woman. She's sexy. However, I'm saying they physiologically feel like this, but they're disgusted with her because men are human beings. Men are they're high-minded people, just like women are high-minded people. You get what I'm saying? When I say high-minded, they function beyond their private parts. And society doesn't look at that way. That's why these women are behaving this way. That's why they can just sit up now and they think I could talk about everything, be disgusting. Cardi B sitting on the toilet doing a number 2 while she's talking. They count on men to just be led by their private parts. No.
We sauced up what I missed for behavior. That's
right.
for the
All right. Landon.
This is a mother of a little boy. We already know. This is a woman who wants to be somebody. She's not a little girl, by the way. She's not like 18, 19. She's in her 30s. Yes, she's gorgeous. Yes, her twerk game is awesome. But she's in here disrespecting men on a high level. Brothers, do you want to be respected? Do you want to be respected? Then you're going to, like these men are doing, like Charleston White. I gained respect for him on this video. I gained a ton of respect because the way he holds himself, this brother did a great job. Watch this.
The stream is now for fucking private. Put it private. What did you do to get water poured on you?
I was just being myself, player.
Okay.
Man, it's fucking soft. Oh.
Ma'am, I did nothing but bless you.
You saw her act like she wanted to slap that brother in the face? You saw that, right? Watch this.
Oh.
Ma'am, I did nothing but bless you.
Okay, this guy's sitting there doing nothing, and she acts like she's going to haul off and slap him in the face.
I called you nothing
You
but
said shut the
ma'am.
fuck up.
And Miss Renner.
All right. I left for one moment. What happened?
No more.
See, there was a time when, y'all don't want to hear me say this, I got to be real. I don't condone violence against women or men, or especially not children. But there was a time when a hoe was a hoe, and she would get smacked for acting that way. Because you can't be a hoe and disrespect men on a high level and then be shocked when a man who wasn't raised right hauls off and smacks you. It's not right for men to smack women. You're not getting what I'm saying. Anybody out there clutching their pearls. But you can't act like this around men. You cannot act like this around men. You can't. I'm very happy that she was safe. I'm very happy that these were decent men. But look at what she's doing. Now, again, the lady who got hit with the brick, that guy was an animal to hit her with the brick. There's animals out there, right? So this isn't even about the animal who hit her. She's upset that the man didn't help her. Why didn't they help her? Because they see so much of these women hitting men, attacking men, disrespecting men, hitting men in the face with bricks, that they're like, I'm not going to get killed. Oh, this guy just hit her in the face with a brick. Who knows what he might do to me? So they're not running to the rescue of these women anymore because of the way they behave like this. That's my point. Why they keep letting her act like that? They remove her. You know, if you watch it, it's like almost like a shocking moment and they're trying to smooth it out. I know, because I do shows too. Like, no, she's out of control. So I see they're trying to like talk to her like, oh, chill her out because she's been drinking. But yeah, they're making poor choices, but she's an adult. She's an adult.
More bottles of water, no more bottles of ginger ale for Miss Renner.
And remember, they're live.
Holy shit. Are we still live? God damn.
I'm not gonna lie. You got to be a special individual to get this far.
Did you hear him? Did you hear what this man said? See, he's smiling, but he said, I'm not going to lie. You got to be a special individual to get this far. And yes, pretty girls get away with a lot. Pretty girls get away with a lot. Christian Rock got away with all the same bad mannerisms. The America is entertained by it until it's in their house. Yes, that's right, Lady Care. Also, it's for show. They know she's getting the clout. They know it's for show. Exactly. They didn't want to end it. However, the way she's behaving is unacceptable, and it's causing women to be. It's degrading the value. It's devaluing women in society. It really is.
What you doing?
This is sadness. You know what? I know I don't want my brothers to get all crazy out there talking about I'm getting turned on. Here. Okay, listen, look at this.
Whoa. All right, let me get mine.
I'm sorry. Say, can we get some paper towel, ball man?
All right, let's wrap the interview up.
We wrapped it.
All right, let it private.
This woman's dress is coming up. She's a mother and she wants to build herself up in society. And I know she's probably thinking, oh my God, I was so drunk. The next day I'm embarrassed. But guess what she says after that? Whatever, F it. No, she needs to be, nobody needs to go around calling her all kinds of H304s. It's the behavior in general. If you want to have sex with a bunch of men, that's your body. You can destroy yourself. But the way you're behaving in public is degrading and lowering the value of women in public. You're responsible. Women are also responsible for how women are being treated in public.
Private.
Yes, ma'am.
The rest is just.
Come on.
See how he's trying to get, okay, this woman is drop dead gorgeous. I mean, she's car crashing, train stopping gorgeous. And the man is trying to get away from her. He's trying to get away from her. I don't want to hear about, well, maybe afterwards he smashed. He doesn't want to be associated with her. She's irritating. You get what I'm saying? She's so beautiful, but a heterosexual man still doesn't want to hurt. He's pushing her away. What a waste of a beautiful woman. She could have sat there and commanded the whole room. She could have had them drinking out of her slipper by being a lady. Let me explain to you what I mean. There's women out there, we know they jump from man to man. We know it. But they will not let you not treat them like a lady. Kim Kardashian. Yeah, everybody calls her 304, but she doesn't carry herself like this. She sits up there and prim and proper and wipeth her mouth. There's a scripture saying the woman wipeth her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. She's a super 304, right? But she doesn't act like this. I'm talking to my sisters, black woman. Okay? She doesn't act like this. And she, alcohol and pretty dope mix. Okay, so I'm going to let you see a little bit more of this. And I said, the thing I said about Charleston is, I like the way he's keeping his composure.
No, you gonna force my dog to pull out some self-defense.
If he was such an animal, why did he start slapping her booty and, yeah, baby, yeah, girl, get it, girl? No, he's not doing any of that. He's trying to defuse the situation, and he's being, he's not being mean to her, but he's not like being ratchet or whatever you call it, like they call it.
Yo, Charleston, don't pull out the mace.
You heard the guy? Don't pull out the mace. This is a beautiful woman, but 3 heterosexual men they're just turned off, really. Don't pull out the mace. This woman is following this man around. Look at this woman. And she is following a man around, pulling on him and acting so sad.
Y'all, if y'all want to watch members only, support the Cash App.
Now she goes behind him and does that. I'm going to point something else out. I gotta say this. Notice with the 2 black men, they say something. She wants to slap the other brother. I don't care how light skinned he is. He's as light skinned as this guy, but he's clearly a black man. But with this dude, he says members only, support the Cash App. That was disrespectful, which she's disrespecting herself, right? That was a shot on her. She didn't try to smack him. She didn't pour any water on him. See, these black women know what they're doing. They know who to act like. Princella herself went on all these channels with these white men. And I don't have any problem with race. But she goes on their channels and she showed them respect or didn't come at them and curse them out and get all manly and posture all manly. But, even on No Jumper. She didn't get all in No Jumper's face. He was in the conversation with the other guy. She didn't get all in his face and I'm going to tell you that. But with the brother, she was in his face.
This is Brittney Renner in the building. Charleston White in the building.
Okay. So anyway.
Man, we want to turn to
Yeah,
all
we
the
fucking ran. You know what?
What? Sorry?
I should have never.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to splash him.
They gon'
What?
See how she's acting with him? She said she's going to splash him. So she's drinking more. I want to go forward. She just keeps drinking, talking mess. I'm going to go forward. It's a lot of her twerking. She's acting crazy, talking to this man. Walking over to this man, sexually assaulting him again. I know y'all are like, oh, I wish I could get sexually assaulted. That's not the point. The point is women get to do this to men. You don't know if a man wants you to do this. You don't, in public. You see how her face is, how she's on the freeze and she has an ugly face? and she's gorgeous. These people do this with me. They'll take a picture of me, like they'll freeze a video and they'll take a picture of me. I'm not saying this woman to me is way more beautiful than me, in my opinion, physically. But they'll freeze my face and they'll go past the picture around and say, look at Nepal. Look. I just saw that because that's a hilarious face of her.
We're going to try to do this. We're going to try to. Ladies and gentlemen.
Look at what she's doing to this man. And he's laughing. But this is sexual assault. Now, if this was happening to a woman, I'm going to stop screen sharing this. If this was happening to a woman, they would, even if she was laughing, they'd say, oh my God, I can't believe. Yeah, she's drunk, but still, getting drunk doesn't mean you can just go crazy like that. This is my point. I want to end it with the brick situation. Hold on, what in the heck is this? I want to go to the brick situation. This is from Comedy Hype. This is a clip from Comedy Hype. And we're going to look at what the guy says after the girl gets hit with the brick, whether she was scamming or not. That's not my point. It's that she behaves badly in society as a Black woman. I don't care if she's Somalian or she's a sister. And you know what? He could have killed her. I want them to catch him. I want him to be locked under the jail. I want him to get what he deserves. So I don't like that he hit her, but you can't, you play, play stupid game, get stupid prizes. You can't behave like this in society and then act like, oh, why did he do that? Okay, I'm going to show you this clip right here. Okay, this is the woman. Did I screen share it? She's the one who got hit in the face with a brick. All right, so let's look at what happened. I want to show you. I'm very sad that she got hit in the face with a brick, but she's behaving in that way.
Or video circulate.
She's behaving in that way to where men who are crazy will hit her, and then men who are not crazy won't do anything about it. I'm going to stand on that.
In that show role, lightly slapping some.
Did you see her slapping the white guy? Going around saying, oh, but this is just for, this isn't real. No, you're still doing it.
Hit. There have been a few more videos circulating that show role lightly slapping some white men across.
And you notice the sister says lightly slapping. No, sis, don't do that. Don't do that. Lightly slapping. Watch what she does to this guy. Whether this is her sugar daddy or friend, whatever, neighbor, she still is doing videos.
Since
like
the
this.
video was released, online users have been split on this issue, with some even discrediting Roe by bringing up her past videos to justify her being hit. There have been a few more videos circulating that show Roe lightly slapping some white men across the face with the caption, "Indeed, we're all God's children, but we're his favorite. This is activism and consensual, and I do not promote actual violence."
No, see, this is what I say to people when the Torah Knights, the Thunderdome Knights leader was sitting up bashing that baby, saying that she took alcohol on her own and that he did alcohol when he was little. He said, but I'm not saying she did. No, you just did promote violence, Dumbo. You're slapping people across the face saying, oh, because they're white. You are promoting violence. See the mind gaslighting? You slapping people across the face because they're white. And then you're saying this isn't to promote violence. You're promoting violence. There's a lot of sick, dumb people out here. So anyway, so she did it to herself. Okay, well, that shows what kind of person she is. Because if she did it to herself, she's desensitizing the public to women being attacked. So we got to point these women out. So thank you. So let's keep listening to this. We got to point these pariahs, these women who need to be condemned. Stop exalting them. Stop promoting them as, oh, but they fine as hell, though. I'm getting turned on. Control yourself. If you want to be respected as a man and as women, control yourself by your behavior. Don't go around talking about your body count is high and you don't care. And, oh, how long is this thing? And, oh, this is that. No, that's not right. If you want to be respected in society.
Users would still take the time to respond, with one user.
And I'm not talking about sex therapists. I need to say this to these people because a lot of people are sick. I'm not talking about people when they have conversations about sex therapy, and I'm talking about women bragging about their body count and, oh yeah, girl, and he had this and this was this long. I'm talking about that.
Saying, I initially said no one deserves to be assaulted, but upon discovering new information, I take that bit back, even if her story is true. She is insufferable, man-hating excuse of a human being, and so I'm making an exception in this case. This is what we have seen about her. Now imagine the ones we haven't seen.
Stop right there. See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with, but you see what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you behave in a certain way and it's deplorable and it's misandry, meaning you're man-hating, because make no mistake, what Brittney Renner was doing in there, that was disrespectful, and that was misandry. Misandry is when a woman hates men. And you're up there twerking and saying you're throwing water on men and she was throwing cookies. If you watch the whole clip, you can go to their channel and watch it. That's man-hating. And then this woman goes around slapping men in the face, and we're supposed to say, oh, it's okay because they're white men. No, you're going around. I don't care if it's a skit. You're showing, okay, I hate men. So when you do that, a regular man, the name of his channel is The Gospel Of. I mean, I don't know who he is. He could be a jerk. But my point is, regular men in society say, oh, they hate women. What am I supposed to do? I mean, they hate men. Excuse me. They hate men. Just like you saw hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Black women celebrating the death of Kevin Samuels. Why were they doing that? It was wrong, but they were saying, well, he hated Black women. He did this and that. Your actions will get a reaction, whether it's wrong or right. And these women are degrading women in general. They're degrading women in public. So men are not protecting us. Okay, they're not protecting us like they should, because the way women are acting in public and getting away with it.
Another video shows the woman twerking, insinuating that this was an excuse for what happened. Look at how Brit Girl acts around white.
Okay, see, again, I get the sister, and I love this channel. Go subscribe to Comedy Hype. I love this sister, the one doing the commentary. However, no, it's not that they're twerking and they deserve to get hit by a brick. It's because they've degraded themselves to the lowest level that nobody's going to help them when they do get hit by a brick. Family, are you not? Please, I hope you guys are getting this commentary, not taking it the wrong way. Nobody deserves to get hit in the face with a brick. And it's no excuse for people getting hit. I'm telling you what's going on. Because we have to examine, say, why did all these men stand around and do nothing? Because women are degrading themselves. Hold on. Hey, I'm going to call you right back. I'm live doing a show. I'm going to be closing up, okay? I'll call you right back. Okay? Hello? Oh, shoot. I can't even hear you anyway. All right. Anyway. So yes, any man would be turned on by that. Exactly. However, she's going to be put in that box of people who we don't take seriously. Yes. And that you don't defend. Not only take seriously, that you don't defend. It's just, I'm sorry if that's how it is. Yes. Should men defend? Should I run and help a woman if she's being attacked even as a woman? We should all help. But let's listen to the guy. Look, this is balance. I'm not saying it's a man-woman thing, but I'm going to examine the women just like I examine the men. I have to. And I'm a woman. I'm not saying that guy should have, listen, he should have got what he deserved in Texas. If she was armed, she had the right to take him out. Even if, okay, let's say it wasn't fake. She had a right to take him out, according to the law. If she was legally armed, and it was within the parameters, the legal parameters, she had a right to defend herself. That's lethal force. So you can match lethal force with lethal force. And I want people to please, if anybody replays this and takes snippets from what I'm saying, she had the right to return lethal force. So this isn't about me excusing her getting hit in the face with a brick. I'm talking about how everybody's trying to condemn every single black man on the planet. We're going to examine this and find out why. Okay, of course, we're under slave programs. Definitely, that has something to do with it. But the women are doing something that they shouldn't be doing to cause men not to protect us. Okay, I'm not just going to say, oh, it's because they're men. No. Let's go ahead and listen to this guy who was there. Let's go to him. Okay, here he is. All right. Am I supposed to?
The actual incident.
I was one of the guys who was there that did not help her when she was getting hit with the brick, right? I feel like people need to know the whole story before they start commenting and say things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend, who you guys are trying to speak up for. This is the same woman that was going around smacking white people in the streets. She's not innocent. She was actually taunting the guy to hit her. Why would I go defend somebody that's actually looking for trouble? This woman, she is literally a troublemaker.
And it's been discovered, it's been discovered that from what I'm seeing and hearing, that it was all a skit or whatever. I don't know if it was a skit. It wasn't a skit because her face is blown the hell up. But it was, I got to go research it because all this stuff, I can't go by it being a skit. Look, somebody bust her upside the face with the skit, okay? I mean with the skit, with the brick. So she was touting the guy, like taunting him, he meant. He said touting, but he meant taunting. She was taunting the guy. And come on, let's be real, sisters. I'm not saying you deserve this, but I'm here to tell you, stop asking men to hit you. Please. Can I get a 1 in the chat? Anybody? I know y'all, my darkest minds, they don't be liking it. They're like, I'm working. Listen, can I get a 1 in the chat with these women? Do black women, mostly black women, say, hit me? Don't they do that? And I'm saying black women, yes. I haven't seen Asian women or white women on a high level always say, do it. I dare you, hit me. Why do they always do that? They always, let's see, Will Baylor agrees. Yes. Okay. Will Baylor. Dexter Montgomery. Revelation X. Peace to you, ever Revelation X. Brazilian Monk. It's Calvin Ringo. Tropical Spice. Does that mean Rome Hammond? All these brothers, JB Official. These men don't hate black women. They love black women. Okay, so these are the brothers here that you can equate to the ones who were there. Get it? And let's keep on listening to this, brother. Let me see what Infinity says. Nepal, brick girl was not hit with a brick. She had an allergic reaction from a drink. No man attacked her. All brick girls spatial media. Well, brother, so this guy is fake right here? Because he said he was there. Yeah, I don't no. I thank you for coming in with that information, Infinity. I'm going to check it out. I can't say no because you might be right. But from what I see, that was at the moment. And even Lady Kiera, she's a married woman with a husband, a black man as a husband. Yes. So we know our sisters, because in the old days, it used to be a man would have hit you in the face with a brick or punch you. You cannot do that anymore. You can't be like, hit me. And I must say this too, by the way, that is a new thing. I didn't clarify that as far as black women. Black women didn't used to be all in men's faces in the 80s, 90s. Even they weren't, even this is a new thing for me. Hit me. I dare you. Hit me. Why are you doing that? These men are crazy out here. So I don't know about allergic reaction because this guy right here said he was a witness. This is a weird conspiracy, but let's stay on the surface and just for the commentary sake and for teaching sake, take it for face value that it did happen. So let's listen to the rest of this guy because he was a witness there. And let's hear what he says because he sounds pretty authentic. He doesn't sound like he was part of a skit. Listen.
Everybody that knows her in our community knows she's a troublemaker. I'm not going to risk my life over somebody that's actually out there looking for trouble. If you go on social media, online, you're going to see some of her antic videos, taunting people, looking for a reaction. Well, she got what she been looking for, and you guys are giving her the attention that she was actually searching for. I don't regret not standing up for her. If you look at some of the videos, I was there. I don't regret nothing whatsoever. I don't regret standing up for her. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying that any men have a right to hit a woman, especially with a brick. Nobody deserves that. By the end of the day, there's more to the story. She's not as innocent as she's trying to portray herself to be.
Do you see? Because he got dragged. I think even Sonnetter dragged him. But I agree. You see, he says, no, she didn't deserve to get hit in the face with a brick. He said, I don't think anyone deserves that. He said, but I'm not jumping in because she's a troublemaker, he said. He said she was taunting him. She said, I was there. She was talking to him very disrespectfully. I'm sure she was talking about it under his clothes. Look, for my sister's sake, I'm not trying to like have people turn on Black women. This isn't what I'm saying this for. I know the sisters do it as a defense mechanism. I know we've all done it. I'm not going to stand on the outside and be like, I haven't talked called somebody ugly or when they start hurting me. I've done it. It's wrong, but we got to know when we can't do that with these men out here. You can't do that anymore. Especially as Black women, whether you're right or wrong, we have to start carrying ourselves in a better way. Yes, I'm sorry. We do. We have to say, I'm ashamed of when men have come at me and they've been evil. I mean, calling me all kinds of 304s and attacking me, and women who have also done it. And then I just start going crazy and start cursing them out and start telling them, oh, that I feel ashamed because I know I don't want to be portrayed like that. And I know I have to represent women in a certain way. So we have to be able to get some discipline. We have to, as women. I like to include myself, even though I do not act like that in public when I'm out somewhere. Like, this internet is a whole different thing. These people will drive you crazy. But like, I've never gone anywhere and twerked publicly. I don't even twerk. Oh, Nepal, we saw that twerk. That was something so stupid. That was private. Anyone who's going to bring that up. But that's a different conversation. My point is, in public, there's a sister that said on a comment, she said, when men ask me for my number, I give it to them because I'm worried. I don't want them to attack me. I do the same thing. I give them a fake number. Or I say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm married. I haven't done it since I'm married, but before I've done the same thing. I say, oh, here's a number. But now I have a ring on it. I say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm married. You're a nice young man, though, or you're a nice man. These men are really damaged. Everybody's damaged. The women are damaged too. Look how Brittney Renner's acting. But I'm saying the ones who are like capable of hitting you in the face with a brick, you have to be careful. Did a video last night expose that the same thing a couple of years ago. Okay. Well, all right. We're going to listen to this guy, though, because I don't know if Tariq Nasheed addressed this guy right here. Did he say this guy was a part of it? Because this guy said he was a witness, and he's giving us details.
She wants attention. She's an attention-seeker woman. She's trying to go viral, and you guys have given her what she wanted. Yes, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing by doing nothing. So
he said he saw her get hit by a brick. That didn't look like I don't think so. That was a brick because with a medical background, we're going to look at her face. You could say it's an allergic reaction, but when she's crying, let me go to the part where she's crying because now we're taking it to another place, but we're going to go back because people are saying, that's not how I approach this. I don't approach this by saying, oh, it was fake. This was real. She did get hit in the face. She got hit in the face with a brick. The woman got hit in the face with a brick, and it's very authentic. This is not staged. And if it is, she must be a masochist. Then she likes to get, okay. First off, If it's staged, why would she do an allergic reaction to only, a certain part where she's going to say, okay, I'm going to put this stuff on the side of my face and then I'm going to let it blow up and I'm going to cry. Everybody saw her get hit in the face with a brick.
The caption from the Shade Room reads, woman gets hospitalized after being hit in the face with a brick by a man encountering a man who hit her in the face with a brick for not giving out her phone number. The original video from
this looks pretty authentic, family.
Row by Shay was shared online by the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, and various others online tabloids. The caption from the Shade Room reads, woman gets hospitalized after being hit in the face with a brick by a man after she refuses to give her number. The incident occurred in Houston, Texas, and she says she was surrounded by men who did absolutely nothing. She says the man got in the car and left the scene after assaulting her and is afraid he will never get caught.
No, that is not. Look it. This isn't a, you know how I know this isn't an allergic reaction? Her eye would be all messed up too. I mean, yes, the brick could have made her eye swollen, but you could see from where he hit her on the side of the face. It could, it could be an allergic reaction, but no, this woman has been assaulted with a brick. I don't know what happened with our brother Tariq Nasheed. She's walked off with 50 grand too. I don't know, brother. We got to look at that. Thank you. I got to maybe do a different video on it. Maybe you could send me some information in my email. The link, I'm going to leave my email here. But the point that I'm making is we do all agree, even Tariq Nasheed and you, that she's behaving badly, right? And behaving badly, you got to be careful in society. Pink book lessons. Wow, it is very sad. Peace to you, New Black World Order. Peace to you. Please go subscribe to this brother's channel, family. So yeah, fame, I guess, but we don't want to lose sight of the fact that this woman is in public behaving badly and nobody helped her. Even if it was staged, that guy that was talking, he didn't know it was staged. He thought she really got hit in the face with a brick, right? The guy that we saw talking, he thought she really got hit in the face with a brick and he didn't help her. And he said, why? He said, she was taunting him. I'm not helping her. And that's the issue. I think it's wrong. Like I said, if she was armed, she should have been able, if it was real, she should have been able to return with lethal force to protect herself. So I think it's wrong for anyone to get hit in the face with a brick. These people are sick. Anybody to stage something like that would be sick. But I don't want to lose sight. Women, stop behaving badly and then wondering why men don't respect us anymore. Okay, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to close out with this little clip. Oh my God, where is it at? I want y'all to see something. And again, it's fair use. I want you to see this woman interviewing Miss Renner. And also, I want you to see this too. What else says sisters? My sisters. You could get mad at me if you want. But look at when you act like that, look what you allow women of other cultures to do. They get to sit up and they get to call you this. Listen.
Off of an NBA player. So Brittney Renner, she's a publico. So basically she's just been with a lot of like athletes, rappers, entertainers. Like she's like known for sleeping with a lot of people in the industry so much. So she wrote a book. Yeah. And like she didn't use any of their names, but people kind of put together who they were. And then she also like posted videos about like how to catch a baby off of an NBA player. So Brittney Renner,
she's not lying. Okay. So people would probably come at her and say, oh, how's this white girl doing it? But you're doing these things though. You're doing these things. And so when people start talking about you being a 304, I don't tolerate disrespect, and I'm willing to accept whatever comes behind that. She's saying I don't tolerate disrespect. Brittney Renner and concert goer throw water on each other. Okay, let's look at this. This is something I haven't looked. I haven't seen this, so I'm gonna share this with you guys really quickly, and sisters, men and women. Okay, let's see here. Brittney Renner. She says she does. This is Brittney Renner saying she doesn't tolerate. Yes, that's right, Lady Kier. I'm gonna super summer jam that in a minute. Look, and she says, I don't tolerate disrespect, and I'm willing to accept whatever comes behind that. See, no, my sisters, my beautiful, loving sisters, you can't be out there talking about body counts and twerking and acting wild and slapping men and acting like you're slapping men and then expect to get respect in public. Now, are these crazy men, these predatory, misogynist, vessels fitted for destruction men out there wrong to put their hands on you? Yes. But what about the men who are decent? Don't you want them to be able to have your back, to support you? I know me, when I'd be out and people would try to beat me up, brothers would jump in to women. When women would try to beat me, men would be like, you're not touching her. Get away. Get away from her. That's what they do with ladies. And now, because so many women in the public eye have acted like this and it's been excused, less and less men are jumping in and protecting us. It's just the truth.
At Rolling Loud concert, and she's having a bit of a verbal, I wouldn't say altercation, but a verbal interaction. Very upset, very angry with someone in the crowd, and she proceeds to throw water in the guy's face, and he threw it back. Very unsettling interaction. You can see it for yourself.
Let me tell you, you see how she's trying to lick his face and she's being disrespectful? I'm gonna let you know. I'm telling you, women out there. And again, I said this woman is heavenly beautiful. This is why you're getting your asses hit. I'm not saying, I feel emotional because I love my sisters. You don't understand. I don't think it's okay, but that kind of stuff will get you killed. I'm getting emotional for some reason because you guys don't get it. You're saying that brick lady was not real. No, women are getting killed for no reason. Sisters are getting killed. Now, it's because this woman, the way she's acting, the next woman will come along minding her business, and this guy will be already thinking, all these women, like they think about us. And she'll just say, he'll look at her and say, hey, baby, what's up? And she'll just roll her eyes and walk away. Then he'll shoot her in the back of her head. And it's not right. But I'm telling you, these men are not going to protect us anymore because of this behavior. These men are not going to protect us anymore because of this very behavior. Look how she's not scared. That little tiny, pretty, pristine face, putting it all up in that bearded, big jawed, strong man's face. Why are you putting it? Because you don't think he'll knock you out. You don't think that he'll hurt you. You're throwing water on him because you've been pretty and you've been around men who won't hurt you. But then what happens is, she's protected. A crazy guy will go somewhere and then another woman will say, hit me, just like the other woman with the brick. And then she'll get hurt. This behavior is not, we can't excuse it. And we have to be accountable for this, Princella. Yes. So you sisters out there know what I'm saying. Like, I got emotional because she thinks it's a game. She thinks I'm beautiful. All I have to do is try to lick him in his face. Some men aren't going to just be functioning from the waist down, from the belt down. Some men are going to deal with you in a way where they might be ashamed later. Like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have hit her, but something happened to me. My testosterone, Princella. Let's look at the rest of this. This got me upset. Not because I'm angry. I just feel like something hit me like You know, I don't know why I'm getting emotional like this. I do know why. Because honestly, women don't get it. I know that she doesn't get it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she's highly disrespectful, but she can't even imagine that a man would do something to her. You get what I'm saying? That's where I'm getting emotional. Like, she sees it as I'm just in his face. Oh, he knows I'm just a beautiful woman. And I'm saying, no, she could get her life taken for doing that. And it would be wrong, but we have to move in a different way as women.
So I came across Brittney.
So you saw, I love my sister. You saw the women jump in and start throwing the bottles at him, right? You were protecting her. Why didn't they jump in and grab her before it happened? Can I get a one? Talk to me. Come on, family. Why didn't the same sisters, who I love them very much, why didn't they jump and say, no, 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 sis, no, 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 baby, you're drinking. No, let's go. He's a jerk. He's a jerk. I know. Why didn't they jump in and grab her before it escalated? I know we have sisters out there who do that. I know Lady Care's that type of sister. I could tell I'm that type. No, girl, no. Get away from him. He's crazy. He's crazy. No. So I got emotional off that because you know why? Because so many women are getting, oh my God, so many women. The brick, okay, I get it, brothers. You're saying it's not real, but that is happening to women. So many women are getting busted in the face, shot, hurt, beat down for acting like that. And it makes me feel bad. Yeah, I know you say, well, she asked for it, but they're like children in the mind. They don't get it. They're counting on the men to be like, oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, yeah, baby, you could do whatever you want to me. Every man isn't thinking that. Every man isn't moving like that. And that's because you don't have respect for men. You think of men as just a male member, a penis walking around. You think because you're so fine and you're so sassy and the light skin, you'll get away with it. Because a dark-skinned fine woman won't always get away with what she's getting away with. I got to call it like I see it. So, or if you're Latina, you could get away with that. No, everybody's not going to let you get away with that. Let me see what my brother King Shaw says. A woman like that put her father, uncles, brothers, etc. in a position that will make them crash out by pulling on their heartstrings, compelling them to react in a way that changes their lives forever. I didn't thank you. I got to give you a hand. Thank you, King Shaw. I didn't even go there. What about the brothers who will jump in and do something to change their lives and get locked up? What about the real brothers, the family members who will jump in over her acting like that? Thank you so much, King Shaw. I love you. A piece of King Shaw, my angel Tasia, his daughter, whose life was taken. And Tasia wasn't doing anything besides just being a lady, trusting a man. We have crazy, sick, predatory men out here. Which I call them vessels fitted for destruction. That they're not help. You can't save them. But great point, King Shaw. Please, Tasia forever. Please, justice for Tasia. Go over to his channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Brothers, go subscribe. Sisters, subscribe because he's doing real work in the community. Great point. I'm so glad you brought that up because I would have forgotten. Yeah, what about the men who do jump in? And now they're behind. What about the hundreds and thousands of men who've jumped in or looked for the guy? Which one is it? Which one? Show me. You're making it hard for us out here, all of us, male and female. It's balanced, Princella. It's balanced. We're not going to just blame one group, but I have to talk to my sisters about this behavior. Thank you, King Shaw. So, my sister, Lady Kiara, says, absolutely, it happens every day. Some put themselves out there. Others are true victims. Yes, exactly. I don't know what you mean, Telescope. Listen, can you delete that, Lady Kiara, that part, that comment about Sun Editor? I don't know what you're talking about. So I wanted to close it with our sister, Brittney Renner. And I didn't even know about the sister really until today when I saw her acting like that with the Charleston White thing. I want to close it with, I saw something with her. Oh, Lord. This woman. And, hopefully she'll mature and she'll be like, damn, I can't. And she'll address women. She'll become one of those sisters who speak up and say, I used to behave badly. This wasn't what I wanted to do. She has a psychotic breakdown. Brittney Renner, stepdaddy season, psychotic breakdown after finessing PJ Washington out of $200,000 a month. See, we got to reach out. We got to see that there's a lot of pain with women who are acting like this. There was a clip that I wanted you to see. Hold on. Talking about oh yeah, this is it. Okay, look. What? First off, fair use. This show is called Fan Bus. It's just promoting thoughtry. It's promoting thoughtiatic behavior. Thoughtiatic behavior, So okay, let's see here. How do I'm just going to screen share this last bit because women make it like it's like oh yeah, so let me just do a show and I'm going to ask you some questions. What can I ask you? Listen what she's asking her. And she's actually sitting there. If somebody asked me that, I say,
smarter
oh my God, I'm leaving.
and faster. With Wix, you can edit your meta tags page by page or all in one go.
That one I actually measured though, like with the.
Okay, listen to this. She said that one I actually measured. This is sick.
What's the biggest that you've ever taken?
Okay, listen.
What's the biggest that you've ever taken? How many inches?
Probably like. Probably like. I mean, I haven't really like measured them, but there was one that I did measure. Oh, well, I kind of know what it is. I'm saying I haven't had a chance to, pull out the tape measure for all the that I've sat on, but I'd say probably the biggest was like.
So she says, pull out the tape. So they're actually discussing this like it's a real topic. Okay, this is the thoughtiatic behavior they promote. This is what they promote. Oh, so let's talk about what the biggest thing you've ever. Let's see here. Like as if she asked her what was the best country you've ever visited. What was the most beautiful landscape that you've ever been? What country? Like what country had the best, food? And she's sitting there like, let me think. Well, I'm just this thoughtiatic time. This talk. It's like you're making it hard for us. You know what I mean? Oh, well, if you don't like this show, don't watch it. Okay, I won't. But guess what? The world is watching it. And then you bring down the value of women and then we're not protected. I know, King Shaw. It's like, I know. It's like, why are they up there? Why is she sitting up there talking about like all the what's I've been on? Let's stop this. Let's do this. Instead of calling them 304s, which we know that it's off the charts with the thought level. That is what they want. Don't you get it? They're self-destructive. It's like a type of, how do I say it? The slut walk. Remember slut walk? I didn't used to understand it, but now I get it. Some women, they take their pain and they enhance the abuse that they've endured. Walk with me, okay, family? Some women, peace, everybody. Some women, let me see what Lady Kier said. Let me get this thought out and I'm going to read your comment. Some women, because they've been sexually abused, I know she's been sexually abused. It's not even a if. I'm 109,000, which that's not even a percentage. I'm 100% sure that this woman has been sexually abused. I don't even have to look into her background. The sad thing is that's not a shame on her. That's a shame on society. That's shame we're failing. these women are being sexually abused, and instead of getting the healing that they need and the love and compassion from society, they're saying, fine, nobody cares, so I'm just gonna go to my thoughtiatic behavior. I'm gonna just thought it up. I'm gonna just be who can be the biggest thought. And it's sad. So when I see her twerking and everything, I'm not thinking, ooh, nasty hoe. No, I'm thinking this woman is doing this for shock value, and she's sleeping with a bunch of men because it goes back to her trauma. I'm not excusing thoughtiatic behavior. Obviously not. I'm condemning it through this whole video, but I'm also showing you where that comes from. So when I see them sitting there talking like that, that tells me they just want to, oh, I'm just going to be who can be the biggest hoe. Well, you thought you were talking about the size of a man's member. I'm going to go wear a member hat on my head, walk around and put a man's member on my nose and walk around all day. It's like they try to always one up each other in the hoeometer, like who can go higher on the hoeometer. So Lady Kiara says, wow, so she really talks about her bedroom business on every interview. Yeah, I didn't even know that, Queen. On every interview. Like, what is her actual profession? Does she plan to do anything else? Pretty much she's like the Amber Rose, which, believe it or not, I've watched Amber Rose and like seen her backstory. She's a very loving person. I know y'all are like, no, you just said, it's not about them not being loving people. The behavior they have to be held accountable. So when we see women not being defended in public, we go and look around. Who's bringing our value down, our stock value, ladies? These women who are acting like this, online and offline. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out and say peace to the family. I hope you understood what I'm saying here. Violence against women, violence against children. Let me go priority first. Violence against children, because children are the most vulnerable. Violence against women, because women are the second most vulnerable. And I'm also saying violence against men, which are human beings just like we are. And children are male. They grow up to be men. So violence against anyone is not acceptable. But I can see where the problem is. It doesn't make the violence right. When I see a predator preying on women, like this sick, disgusting predator, Polite, who was preying on women and children and men, I go, now I want to find out who this guy was. I want to go to the core of it, because I want to know where this monster came from. Just like that's me. I want to know who John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, what was it, Ted Bundy. Why did you become this predator? And you will always find neglect, child abuse at a high level, just a lot of ACEs, adverse childhood experiences. So, and some of them do not heal. They are vessels fitted for destruction. So anyway, peace to you, Lady Kier. Peace to Mufasa Ra. Thank you for your comment earlier. That helped with the commentary. Peace, Tropical Spice. Nathan, Jacob, Blessed Supplanter, my brother. New World Black Order, King Shah. The Tycoon Show says, facts. We got to get our daughters far away from this mentality. Thank you. Yes. Peace to my brother, Brazilian Monk, or I think you're a brother. I'm pretty sure you're a brother. Thank you so much for that. And let me see who else is in here. I saw my brother Max Bird, saw Netter, of course. My brother Reese in the beginning. The Infinity came in. It was shedding some light on the brick situation. I got to look into that. Thank you. Will Baylor, Kyle came in. Thank you for coming in, Kyle, with your commentary. I mean, not commentary, with your comment. People will do anything for money. Yeah, some people will, right? She walked off with with 50 grand. I didn't know that. See, no, this isn't Kyle. This is Infinity. Yes, I got to look into that, Infinity. Judah's Redemption. Peace to you, Judah's Redemption. Who else? I don't want to forget anyone. Dexter Montgomery. Peace to you. Calvin Ringo. Revelation X. Yes, peace, peace, peace. Will Baylor. Ben Frank. Yes, that's my brother Ben Frank. Rakib El Shams Arif. Nate. Wait. Natend the God. No, I see you. I see you, brother. I see you. Is that everybody? So, société commentare. Am I getting it? Société commentare. Come to find out she did it herself. Wow, that's crazy. Peace to you. Who else? Gosh. I didn't even do my workout to do this stream. Papa Soul Searcher, peace. AG, peace. Sob, peace. Hybrid Cipher, peace. Who else? EAE, peace. RPA, peace. I think that's everybody. A Brazilian monk. I said peace to you. Thank you for the super chat once again. Ooh, there we go. You need the link to your Cash App. Yes. Okay. So Netter, Wayman Casey, peace. And that's everybody. So peace to the darkest minds of the light. Much love. I hope you understand this commentary. Let's do better, ladies. We can do it. We can do it. And brothers. Oh, and Boss Trucker. Oh, I almost forgot my brother Boss Trucker. Okay. So we can do it. Brothers, don't stop protecting the sisters. And sisters, we can't be getting in men's faces, and we got to carry ourselves like ladies, like we were told, like the old school, classic. And we all fall short, but we got to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and like a lady, grab our purse and walk through the lobby like Tina Turner in that video, in that one scene. Remember on What's Love Got to Do with It? When she was scrapping with Ike, she finally fought back, and she was scrapping, and he beat her. And she walked right through that lobby and went to that desk and said, I want to check in. So even though she looked a mess, she still carried herself as a lady, right? So we got to do that. Peace. Peace to the darkest minds of the light. Now, don't get me wrong. Being a lady doesn't mean that you can't end up cursing somebody out occasionally. But make sure you know who you're cursing out. Don't just be going around. And I'm not encouraging cursing out. But I mean, if somebody is online, like when and doing something to you, or even somebody is in your face, telling you something, get far away. This is what I say I do. Get far away. I get in my car. I haven't done this for years, but I remember get in your car, driving away, and F you. Okay? Don't stand in anybody's face, especially male or female, because I am about nonviolence. You're not going to whip my behind. You're not going to make me end up having to do something that I don't want to do. So I just want to put it that way. You don't have to be a doormat. There are ways to stand up for yourself as a woman. You stand up in a safe environment, and you carry yourself as a lady, and you carry yourself as a woman who respects men, and you respect women, and you respect society. Then everybody will have your back, and you can speak up against anything you want to speak up against. But no, disrespecting men, disrespecting yourself first, and then disrespecting men and disrespecting women, nobody can protect you. You'll be out there naked, literally and figuratively. All right. Peace Tycoon Show. You running? What is that? Running? Ashe, Nathan. Peace to the darkest minds of the light. Yes. A lady knows when and when not to. There we go. I'm going to end it on that. DeAndrea Shoto says, Ankh Uja Seneb. Peace to you. I think this is my sister. Do I know you? Did you change your name? Peace to you. Ashe. I love my sisters. This is for us. This isn't to be, bow. You want us to bow down. No, I want us to live. I want us to be protected. I want it to be like the 20s and the 30s and the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. I want us to walk out and men say, hey, man, that's a lady. And brothers to come in dozens to protect us before anybody even does anything to us. When they see a man get in our face, hey, bro, whoa, brother. That's a woman. What you doing with that brick, bro? I don't think, man, no, man, come over here. Let me talk to you. See the balance? He doesn't have to beat the brother up. Man, let me talk to you. Yeah, I know she's disrespectful, bro. I agree. But no, that's a woman, bro. And I know there's brothers out there, but ladies, men will not do that for us if we are twerking, disrespecting them, spitting in their face, talking them under their clothes, talking about how many rods we've been jumping off of. They just won't. You heard the brother. I know it's wrong, but you don't know what type of woman that was. So I didn't protect her. Why would I risk my life for somebody like that? It's just, that is what it is, what it is. Because you heard the brother King Shah. I want to leave it at that. Remember King Shah, New World Black Order, said, you know, these women will put their brothers and their fathers in a position, uncles, whoever, to go to jail for the rest of their lives over some of their bad behavior. These are men. Treat them like men. Don't treat them as walking male members, you know, the P word. Don't want to keep saying that. Well, don't treat them like they're just what's down in their underwear. That's all you think about them. And I don't want them thinking about you as what's between your legs. So if you act like only what's between your legs, how can I stand for you? Okay? Peace and love.